Hey Faith friends, it's Kathy with Bodybuilder Ministry. I just wanted to hop on really quick and do a super fast little video in which I want to challenge your thinking on something today. My thinking has been challenged over the last several days. Most of you probably know the area and town in which I live in had a pretty severe storm come through as of Thursday. It looks as though, and the evidence shows, that it was a twister that came through. However, that's not official, so you can't really quote me on that, but you can quote me on this, okay? I am hearing so many people say they're talking about insurance, and they're talking about this being an act of God, and different things like that, and the things that you can control and the things that you can't control, and how you can't control an act of God. What I'm going to tell you, I have been, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today's our third day of working on our property, doing limbs and cutting trees and trying to clear debris and all these things. And as I'm doing all of this, I am thanking the Lord because we are so incredibly blessed. We have a roof over our heads. Many people do not. If you want to know, drive around out north of I-20, out and around in North Augusta, and you will see for yourself. Many people are still greatly suffering horrific damages from this storm and everything. But this is what I want to leave you with today, okay? Nature's fury is not an act of God, okay? Nature's fury is not an act of God. The God I know, the God I serve, the God who loves me and loves you and created this universe does not act like this. He's a good God. He's a loving God. He does only good, okay? And as I've been out there, I'm dripping wet right now because another storm has just been brewing. You can probably hear the thunder. So I had chainsaws on either side of me going, and it was just all this noise. And as I've been working each day, I've just been praying and praising and praying and praising and thanking God for provision to get through this, and I know that He will provide, and for help for all the people who still need it, and there are many, and for ease with the insurance companies and the adjusters and the claims and all that stuff for those people who are going to have to go through that. And so I've just been praying for them and praising the Lord and thanking Him. But I just keep running into so many people that are talking about an act of God, and it just keeps stirring within me and stirring within me. And I'm like, this is nature's fury. This is an act of nature. What has happened is not an act of God. And y'all, there are people today who they still don't have their roof repaired, and this is our third thunder, rain, and all since then. So think about how you would feel if the rain is coming inside your house. And so that's not God. That is not God. Make no mistake on that. This is not an act of God. And I hear people say, well, I think God's just trying to tell me something, or He's just trying to teach me something, or maybe God's trying to tell you something, or maybe God's trying to teach you something with all of our trees that are just huge hardwoods piled one on top of the other on top of the other. No. When I go into my bedroom, when I go into my prayer closet, when I get on my face before the Lord God of heaven and earth, when I get in my prayer chair and I have time of intimacy and He loves on me, He talks to me. And He talks to me when I'm out here working too. And I want you to know this is not an act of God. If God wants to talk to me, and He does, and He wants to talk to you too, and when He does want to talk to me, all He's waiting on is me to give Him a listening ear, to give Him my heart's attention, for my heart to just yield, fully surrendered, and stand at attention to Him in anything it is that He wants to say. He delights in talking to me. He delights in teaching me, but I have to stay in a position of being reachable, of being teachable, and that is what He likes. And He's not trying to get me in that position. No. He doesn't. That's not the kind of God He is either. He doesn't work that way. That's not His mode of operation. He wants us to love Him because we know Him. He wants us to love and honor and obey Him because we want to, not because we feel like we have to. Then we would be His robots or His subjects or something like that. And He doesn't want that. He wants children. We are His children, and He wants us to honor Him with our lives. obedient, being obedient to His word and His will because we want to, not because we feel like we have to. So if you are thinking those things or hearing those things in your mind, God must be trying to teach me something. He must be trying to talk to me. No, no, no. Don't be deceived by believing that lie from the enemy. Know this. He delights in talking to His children. He delights in teaching His children when we position ourselves in the still and the quiet, when nobody else is looking, in the prayer room and in the quiet place, in our bedroom, in the closet, when nobody else is looking. He loves when we get alone with Him like that, and He wants to talk to us and to teach us, but He's not trying to do it through nature. He's not coming. The enemy is the one, the devil. The scriptures tell us in John 10:10, the thief cometh not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And Jesus said, but I have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly, have it to the full. So anything that is not abundant life, anything that is not abundant life is not God. If it's stealing, if it's killing, if it's destroying, it came straight from the pit of hell. It is the devil exercising his rights here in the earth, roaming to and fro, seeking whom he may devour. Do not fall for those lies. Remember this, okay? You're not going to move me off of this. I'm not going to be moved off this. I refuse to. So if negative comments come up or surface because of this, I will delete them. I'll take the whole video down if I have to. I don't care. But I want you to know, and I want you to be challenged in your heart today to believe what it is that I'm saying. I was challenged in my heart about what I believed on this. And so I'm sharing it with you so you can be challenged in your own heart about it, okay? Nature's fury is not an act of God. Know Him. Know the truth about those things. And know that when these things come, they will come. The scriptures say, Jesus said, in this world you will have trouble. But fear not, I have overcome the world. So this is the trouble that comes just simply because we're here. Okay? So don't be deceived by those things. Don't be deceived by those lies. And know that if it's evil, it came from the devil. If it is good, because God is a good God and He does only good. If it's God, if it's good, it is God. If it's not, then it is not God. Y'all hear that thunder? And it's raining right here behind me. And my legs are getting wet because I'm just standing right inside the cover here. But yeah, we've been right there working, and all these things are still happening. So I love you all. I greatly appreciate you, and I thank you so much for giving me an ear to hear what the voice of the Lord is saying to all of us today. So be challenged in your heart, be encouraged in your heart today, and know that you are loved. Bye.